They came from the four corners of the earth. The mightiest gladiators from Great Britain, Finland, America, and Russia. Together for the first time in history, united to accept the challenge of the international champion contenders in a battle that would decide who is the best in the world.
Welcome to National Indoor Arena in Birmingham, England, along with English football great John Fashanu. I'm Mike Adamley. Glad you could join us for a very special competition. As athletes, contenders from 4 different countries, Great Britain, the United States, Finland, and Russia, will put themselves to the test against our international team of gladiators. And John, other than the obvious, national pride, so much at stake for our contenders.
Well, Mike, there really is a lot at stake. Whoever eventually goes through at the end of the series will be the best in the world. So I think it's only fitting that we have got 2 tickets to go round the world first class. So, let the games begin, and let's meet tonight's contenders. They are...
First from Finland, Pirjo Laittila.
And from Great Britain, Gene Trink. Hola!
Pirjo, welcome to England. Where are you from in Finland?
Middle of Finland, Pyhäsalmi.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm secretary of sport club.
Secretary of a sports lab. And any hobbies we should know about?
I think hunting is something special.
A hunter, and she should be. She was the national junior javelin champion in Finland. How do you think you're going to do against the gladiators?
I'll do my best.
Do your best. I know you will. Good luck. Let's hear it for Pirjo Laittila from Finland.
Gene from Great Britain. Gene, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do for a living?
I'm an heavy goods truck driver.
And how long have you been doing that?
About 13 years now.
I've got to ask you, how old are you?
I'm 37. I've got a lovely little boy who's 7 years old, and it's my wedding anniversary today. 18 years married to Stu.
Well, congratulations. Gene, 37, that makes you our oldest contender. How did you get yourself on here?
I just applied and got through, and I became the 1993 ladies champion. I'm 37, another year older, another year wiser, another year stronger, I hope.
Well, I'm sure that experience will help you. Get yourself ready. Gene from Great Britain.
Let's meet the men contenders for this evening.
They are 2 Scoops Wesley Berry from the USA.
And from Russia, Andrei Akulov. Welcome to England, Andrei. Where are you from in Russia?
Moscow, Russia.
And what do you do for a living?
Bodyguard.
Bodyguard, and I understand an American-style football player.
Football play.
Wide receiver. How do you think you're going to do against the gladiators?
Very good. It's my life.
It's his life. He's big. He's strong. Good luck to Andrei Akulov from Russia.
Wesley, 2 Scoops. Let's start it right from the top. How did you get a nickname as 2 Scoops?
You know, growing up, kids never like to eat their vegetables, so at dinner time, my mother would always say, come on, honey, 2 more scoops, 2 more scoops.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do for a living?
I'm an American football player.
Yes, yes, yes. And how do you think you're going to do on tonight's show?
Tonight, I'm going to start off all the events at 3 stone. By the end of the night, we'll be at 500 stone.
Wesley, get yourself ready. All the best. 2 scoops from the USA!
John, 4 great contenders. There you have it. With all that in mind, let the games begin. Event number 1, Women's Powerball.
There's Jean Clank, our 1993 British champion, and earlier on she told us what games she was looking forward to.
The games I'm looking forward to, I've not got. All the games I've got in my first show are the games that I don't like pole axe, the wall, suspension bridge. I've got Powerball, I like that. That's one of my favourite games. And Hang Tough. So I'm not too happy.
Introducing our contenders. In the pink uniform, operating out of the red scoring barrel, will be Finland's Pirjo Laittila. And for Great Britain, operating out of the blue scoring bucket, wearing the yellow uniform, it is Jean Clank. Going up against our 2 contenders, our trio of very talented gladiators. They are Jazz, Flash, and Nightshade. Here they come.
We all know Nightshade. Flash is a Finnish gladiator and Jazz is from the USA.
Let's go to our international gladiator referee, Larry Thompson.
Finland, are you ready? Great Britain, are you ready? Gladiators, ready?
So it's champion versus champion. John Pirjo in the pink uniform, Jean Clank in the yellow.
And that basket won't count, Mike, because Jean Clank ran out of bounds.
Jean trying to make a move past Nightshade. Pirjo struggling against Flash.
And look at that, Mike. I guess you could say she's jazz dancing.
I like that analogy. Jazz wrapping up Pirjo. Nearly 30 seconds have gone by, and finally the first goal of the match by Jean Clank.
Oh, awesome tackle. Jazz on Pirjo. Pirjo yet to score.
Jean's got another. She's got 4. Time winding down. Great footwork on the part of Jean Clank. The accuracy just not there, John.
But it is there for Pirjo. She dunks the donut for 2 points.
Time winding down. Nightshade putting a punctuation mark on her performance. Both female contenders are spent. That is it. Jean wins at 4-2. Not bad for our oldest contender in the field. 37 years young, I should say, John.
That's right. It's her wedding anniversary today, Mike, so that would have made a great extra present. In the replay, we can see our long-distance lorry driver, Jean Clank, take a shortcut to the basket.
Pirjo, Jean, congratulations. Take a deep, deep breath. It's all over. You win it, 4-2. Congratulations, great work. Jean, you've gone against Nightshade before, but what it was like against Jazz and Flash, 2 new gladiators you've never seen before?
It wasn't too bad, really. I think I had a bit of bad luck on a couple of pots. I felt it were there, and I think I had 2 gladiators on that one when the pot went over. So they're quite strong girls.
Pirjo, this is a little bit different than, say, throwing the javelin or hunting.
Yeah, and this floor is so soft, and I think those gladiators pick up me so many seconds.
Well, you 2 were excellent out there. Jean Clank from Great Britain and Pirjo Laittila from Finland. Great work. Nightshade, Flash, Jazz. We were talking about this earlier, John Fashanu and I, how important teamwork and communication is in Powerball. Was it difficult not knowing these 2 other gladiators, Nightshade, to get it together?
No, I don't think so, because anyone who thinks that international gladiators can't work in partnership are sadly mistaken. And it's very easy, if you've practiced the game before, to just slot into your usual formula, isn't it, ladies?
Did they make your work a little easier in the middle there, Flash?
Yeah, it's sometimes kind of hard to start from the middle, because the girls in the both ends are so good that you think you can't really get into the action. They keep the contenders from scoring. But you have to keep eye in the both ends, and then go whenever assistance is needed.
Jazz, I know you were suffering a little bit from stage fright prior to this, but it's all over. You look great out there.
Oh, thanks, Mike. You know, it's a little bit more floor of the cover, but with these two backing me up, what can I say? Good teamwork.
Jazz, Flash, and Nightshade, let them know how much you care. After one event in the women's competition for Jean Klenk from Great Britain, 4, Pirjo Laitila from Finland, 2. On to men's Powerball we go. For the contenders, Andrei Akulov from Russia will be operating out of the red scoring barrel. His opponent, Wesley Two Scoops Berry from the United States. He'll be trying to score with the blue scoring markers. They will be going against the trio of international gladiators, and here they come. Saber, Spartak, and Terminator.
So it's Saber from America, Spartak from Russia, and Terminator from Finland.
Let's go to our international gladiator referee, Larry Thompson.
Russia, ready. America, ready. Gladiators, ready.
Tough to determine these gladiators, John. A formidable trio, to say the least.
Yes, Spartak from Russia. Look at him, 6 foot 7 inches.
A veritable skyscraper among gladiators.
I guess he's probably the first to know it's raining, Mike.
He'll try to rain on Wesley Berry and Andrei Akulov's parade. Wesley scoring first. Amazing quickness.
Fast feet.
He's got another goal.
Wow.
Unbelievable moves.
Like Gene Kelly out there.
Andrei Akulov now gets by Terminator. He's finally on the scoreboard.
Oh, Saber cut Wesley down to size there.
Nice spin move that time by Andrei. He's learned something from Wes Berry. And Wes scores again. Two Scoops is on a roll.
Tough to keep up with the scoring here. I've never seen such amazing feet out there.
It takes 2 gladiators to bring Wesley down.
Takes 2 to tango.
Andrei gets by Spartak, and Saber there to save the day to cut Andrei down. Still 8-4. We're under 15 seconds.
Well, that's the first time I've seen Wesley standing still.
John, a method to his madness. 1, it allows him to recover physically, and 2, it acted as a screen for Andrei as he also scored. The gladiators are confused.
So am I. Look at that scoreline.
Wesley Two Scoops Berry wins it 12-6.
It was Andrei Akulov's pure strength that got him his 6 points, but Wes Berry's footwork confounded our gladiators, and there it is. Celebrating with some breakdancing, breaking some records on International Gladiators.
Andrei, I can tell you played some American football, strong and quick. What were your impressions?
It was not so difficult, but at the end I did my best.
I think basically what he's saying, because I just talked to his interpreter, 60 seconds is a long, long time, but he had a good time out there. Congratulations, 6 points for Andrei Akulov. We know about your speed in the United States. We've seen you play this game before, but the fans here in Great Britain may have seen some of our international shows. I think you gave them something that they can take home as a memory.
Oh, yeah. I say all the kids, if you want to be great athletes, love your mother, be positive, stay in school, say no to drugs, do all the good things, and life has a lot of openings for you.
He's something special, Two Scoops. Spartak, your impression, did you like it? Did you have fun?
Fantastic. Very hard, very good.
You were good out there as well. Saber, how difficult was it to the teamwork and getting to play with these 2 gentlemen?
That's exactly what it was. They scored a lot of balls, and they were good. Can't take nothing from them. But what it was here was 3 different countries playing together for the first time, so the communication was a little off. But we got a couple hard hits in there, I think.
Terminator, did you enjoy your 2 teammates?
Yeah. These guys are good. But I'll be back.
You will be back. All 3 of you will be back. Terminator, Saber, and Spartak. Give them a hand. After one event, Andrei Akulov 6, Wesley Berry 12. In just a few moments, we are going to find out who has the talent to scale our 32-foot wall. It is event number 2 in our women's competition and men's competition here. For the contenders, Pirjo Laitila will be in the pink uniform. She'll be followed up the wall by Scorpio. Jean Clank from Great Britain in the yellow uniform. She'll be chased by Flash. Over now to our international gladiator referee, John Anderson.
Finland and Great Britain, you will go on my whistle. Gladiators, you will go on Larry's whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Contenders get a 7-second head start. Oh, Pirio slips straight away. Scorpio will like that, and it's flash on Jean, Mike.
Here come the Gladiators. Scorpio now closing in on Pirio. She's got a foothold. She's got a body hold.
She's got everything, Mike, and she's taking it off.
Meanwhile, Jean heading straight to the top, and a bit of irony here, John. She listed the wall as her least favorite event. Looking awfully good here against the Finnish gladiator Flash.
Jean Clank, the British gladiator champion of 1993, hasn't forgotten the feeling of what it's like to be on top.
More important, she gets 10 points.
Congratulations, Jean. 37 years of age. You got up there like a 16-year-old. How do you feel?
Fantastic. Really, I'm really frightened of that wall. It's just like winning the eliminator, getting over that wall for me. It's a real challenge.
Jean, you got yourself your 10 points.
Thanks.
Well done.
After 2 events in the women's competition, Pirjo Laitila 2, Jean Clank 14. The men will now try to scale our 32-foot wall. In the red uniform, Andrei Akulov from Russia. He will be chased by the explosive Nitro.
Yeah, baby.
In the blue uniform, Wesley Two Scoops Berry of the United States. Trying to pull him off the wall, Cobra. Over to our international gladiator referee, John Anderson.
America and Russia, you will go on my whistle. Gladiators, you will go on Larry's whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Well, let's see if Wesley's footwork on the wall is as fast as it was on the Powerball pitch.
Cobra will be following Wesley, and here come the Gladiators. Nitro has been assigned to Andrei Akulov.
First man to the top gets the 10 points, and Wesley's footwork looking suspect.
He has made Cobra's job that much easier. As a matter of fact, he falls right into Cobra's arms.
Do you think it was love at first sight, Mike?
If it was, we'll have headlines. It's Andrei Akulov who gets to the 10, much to the delight of the crowd here at the National Indoor Arena.
Well, Andre, congratulations. That was a very quick time. How does it feel to you?
I felt very well. I climbed very fast. I was showing myself. I'm happy to have beaten the wall.
What?
It was very difficult.
Well, 10 points!
Wesley, I know this was not a problem for you in the practice sessions. You've done the wall many times. What happened?
I don't know, just going up the wall, kind of like got slipping, cramps, but hey, athletes don't make excuses. All I can say is it's not over till it's over. Just stick around for the show and we'll see what happens at the end.
Cobra, this is one of your best events. That was quite apparent as you climbed the wall. Yet I knew in the back of your mind that this was a special contender. You wanted him bad because of his quickness and his talent.
Well, I see how fast he was at the beginning. He flew up there very quick, and I thought I'm going to have to be extremely fast to get anywhere near him. And I think he just had a bit of trouble up the middle there. So I was lucky, really. He had a bit of bad luck today. Anyway, good luck for the rest of the show.
Wesley Berry, it's not over till it's over. Cobra, nice job on the wall. After 2 events in the men's competition, Wesley Berry from the United States 12, Andrei Akulov from Russia 16. So 2 events have gone by the board. Still a lot more exciting action to come. Stay with us as the International Gladiators continues right after this.
Welcome back to the International Gladiators. Event 3, pole axe. Pirjo from Finland is waiting to mount her pole, and she's going to be chased by the deadly Nightshade! Over to John Anderson.
Mount the poles.
Earlier, we asked Pirio how Finnish gladiators compare to British gladiators.
You are thinking more. The lights, and it had to look so beautiful, and it's like Hollywood, not like in Finland.
3, 2, 1.
The diabolical moving spiral staircase we call Polax, and look at Nightshade go!
Incredible speed.
Racing to the top long before Pirjo Laitila can reach the top. Down she goes in free fall fashion, so no points there. What an effort. What a job by Nightshade.
Nightshade keeps that unblemished record.
Well, Pirjo, earlier you said out of all the events, this is the one you don't like. How do you feel now it's over?
It's the same thing. I don't like this.
Okay.
Not my game.
There's plenty more to go. Let's hear from Pirjo. Well done. And the next lady up to face Nightshade is from Great Britain. It's Jean. Over to John Anderson.
Mount the poles.
You know, we're going to have to change that line if Poland joins us next year.
Have to change the name of the event.
The poles. Remove the bridges. 3, 2, 1.
If Jean looks a bit pensive, she's never actually done this before.
And this has fast become a specialty of Nightshade. Look at her go again.
Yep, Nightshade's going to be first to the top, presses the down button, and Jean takes the express elevator to the basement.
A tremendous fall when you're not expecting it.
Absolutely. Nightshade's expecting it. There she goes.
Unlucky, Jean. Haven't seen anybody beat Nightshade so far. Jean, some of the gladiators and the contender you're facing, they're the best in the world. Has it put more pressure on you?
It has really, because like you say, you are competing with the very best in the world, and it's nice to be part of the team. And with such great gladiators like Nightshade, she's just awesome.
She certainly is. Long way to go. Let's hear it for Jean! Nightshade, is there any training you can do for this event, or is it just the quickness off the mark?
Yes, I think you can train to move your feet very quickly, and that would help you if you're playing games like Powerball as well. So the thing is to have very quick reactions. As soon as you hear the ref say 3, 2, 1, you've got to be out of there. You've got to be like a rocket.
Well, I think you're surprising a lot of people because you're a big girl, but you're very, very quick. Let's hear it for Nightshade! Still undefeated!
So after 3 events in the women's competition, Pirjo Laitila 2, Jean Plank 14.
On to the men's event. Andre from Russia is at the foot of the pole, and he's going to be facing the unmistakable Hunter!
And at 6'3" and 17.5 stone, Hunter defies gravity as he hauls himself up that pole.
The poles.
John, has he ever been beaten before?
Yes, Mike. Only once, though. Contender Paul Beswick in our domestic competition managed it, and funny enough, he was a pole vaulter.
And I suspect he brought his own pole, then.
Well, I'm not absolutely sure about
3,
that.
2, 1.
And Hunter does defy gravity. Look at him go.
Makes Andre look like he's going in slow motion. Hits that button, and Andre comes down.
The long free fall back to earth.
And the interesting thing about this competition is, even if you win, you've got to come down.
Let's hear it for Andre from Russia! And next up to race against Hunter from the USA, Wesley Two Scoops Berry! Over to John Anderson.
Mount the poles.
I've got to say, I'm really looking forward to this one.
Rotate the poles.
We know that Two Scoops has got fast feet, and he's going to be flying up that pole.
Well, we also know that this is Hunter's best event, too.
2, 1.
I don't know if you've got any money on this, but look at them go! Neck and neck so far, Mike.
At the midway point, and now Hunter, just for the barest of margins, pulling away. He hits the button, and down goes Two Scoops.
I'll tell you what, though, I bet there was a split second in that.
Another victory for Hunter.
Well, Scoops, that's the race we've all been waiting for. Saw you in rehearsals, you're very, very fast, but our Hunter, he's quick too.
Well, it's not over till it's over. I just want to let everybody know Two Scoops is here, and it's going to be crunch time in a little time.
I love it! This is going to be an exciting one. Let's hear it for Scoops! Well, Hunter, big man, held off the challenge. How did you do?
Well, John, I mean, that was a new personal best for me on there. And I don't know, but he's going to have 2 scoops more, or whatever he's having 2 scoops of to beat me.
You're fast. Let's hear it for Hunter.
Go, Hunter. He certainly did.
That was tight.
After 3 events in the men's competition, Wesley Berry of the U.S. 12, Andrei Akulov of Russia 16. On we go, event number 4, the ring game. Hang tough. On the platform for the contenders, Pirjo Laittila from Finland. Standing at the other end for the Gladiators, there is Ice.
Going down, slime.
Now over to our International Gladiator referee, Larry Thompson.
Well, Ice is from the American Gladiators. Mike, tell us a bit about her.
John, she's 5'7", she's 10 stone, 8 pounds. A little bit lighter than she normally is for our shows. She trained extremely hard for this international competition. Hang tough, one of her best events. This event extremely important to Pirjo Laittila of Finland. She trails Jean Klenk 14-2. She can get 10 points if she crosses all the way across this grid of rings to Ice's platform.
And she'll pick up 5 points if she hangs tough in the scoring zone when the whistle blows for the 60.
And at the moment, that appears all she's doing is hanging tough. She's not moving forward. Ice trying to move in for the kill, the takedown.
And Pirjo 1 ringed at the moment. Not having much success up there.
Hanging on by her fingernails. I must say, Ice not having much success as well. She hasn't figured out this grid of rings quite yet.
We always liken this event to an aerial game of chess. Wait for your opponent to make the move and then counteract, but...
At the moment, neither woman making a move.
Perhaps we should be playing chess. Well, Pirjo's not going to get anything for hanging around there. She hasn't even got a red ring, so there we go.
Couldn't get out of the neutral zone. Not a great performance by Ice, but she does get the job done, shutting down that contender, Pirjo Laittila.
Well, if that was a game of chess, then certainly Pirjo was checkmated. Ice dominated the board.
Hang tough continues for our women. On the platform for the contenders now, Great Britain's Jean Klenk. However, she has to face off against Ice Baby, who is looking to make amends after her performance with Pirjo. Over to our referee, Larry Thompson.
Great Britain, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
You know, the Gladiators, as talented as they may be, still suffer from things like stage fright and nerves. Ice a little nervous in her performance against Pirjo. Let's see how she does against Jean.
Funnily enough, you were saying earlier that Jean is not too mad about going up walls. Well, she's not too mad about this event. In fact, I don't know if she enjoys any of them, but she seems to do so well in them.
Looking a bit uncomfortable there, and now Ice has got that leg lock on her. It's like being trapped by a vice, a powerful vice.
We like to call it the body scissors over here, and down they go. It always works, doesn't it? So Jean Klenk, our long-distance lorry driver, sheds her load as another one bites the dust.
Ice, that was more like it this time around. I know you felt better about that effort on Hang Tough.
Mike, that's usually the way that I play, and that's the way I always will be playing from now on.
Hats off to Jean Klenk, however. A little slow start, and once she gets that leg lock on you, to the audience here at the National Indoor Arena, what does that feel like, Jean?
It feels strong. There's no way you're going to get out of it.
We thought, despite the fact that you're 37 and a truck driver, you had that great strength and you would be able to hold on. What happened?
Well, I did hold on, but once she started jumping, she's a strong, heavy girl, like, you know. Took quite a bad landing there, actually, on my nose and my mouth.
You okay?
I think so, yeah.
Go fix it up. All right. Your fans love you here. Ice and Jean Klenk from Great Britain. Nice going. After 4 events in the women's competition, Pirjo Laittila from Finland 2, Jean Klenk from Great Britain 14. The men are now set for Hang Tough. Andrei Akulov from Russia up first for the contenders. For the Gladiators, there's a look at Terminator.
He said he'd be back, and he is 6'1" and over 16.5 stone.
Over to our international referee, Larry Thompson.
Russia, ready. Gladiators, ready. 3, 2, 1.
Mike, I thought I'd raise the issue, not that I'm particularly worried, but how come they let you out the box to go and interview Ice and all these other
I have
gladiators?
friends in high places, that's all I can say.
Talking of high places, they don't get much higher than on this event. Terminator from Finland, this is his specialist event.
And it is one thing to go up and down this grid of rings, but look at Terminator traverse across the grid. So skilled.
Tremendous strength as well. And Andre, it's all over! Well, I don't know if our Russian colleagues know this particular anthem. Another one bites the dust, but that means no points for Andre.
Andre, for a second, I thought you were the gladiator. You were trying to pull Terminator off. It's supposed to be the other way around. Wesley Berry from the United States next up for the men in Hang Tough. Over to our international gladiator referee, Larry Thompson.
America, ready. Gladiator, ready. 3, 2, 1.
Well, I'm looking forward to this one. Two Scoops has proved himself to be a terrific athlete, but let's see if his hands are as fast as his feet. This event all about upper body strength, really.
It sure is, and we've seen Terminator's prowess in this event.
Wesley's got nothing to lose, though, because Andre didn't get any points. So if he picks up 5, that's a nice bonus.
Yes, but given his flair for the dramatic, I know Wesley wants 10. He may not get any. The Fighting Finn Terminator wraps those powerful arms around Wesley, and down he goes.
And these fans certainly know who #1 is.
Wesley, 2 Scoops Berry, Terminator is a very, very bad man in this event.
Yeah, I was trying to psych him out a little bit, but psych didn't work. He's the Terminator and he's at me, you know?
2 great athletes, Terminator and 2 Scoops Berry. I love it. After 4 events in the men's competition, Wesley Berry of the United States 12, Andrei Akulov of Russia 16.
Event number 5, the suspension bridge. Up on her platform, waiting to cross the bridge. From Finland is Pirjo! And she's going to be facing Jazz! Over to our international referee.
Jazz, the American gladiator who did such a great job in Powerball, stands 5'10" and weighs 12.5 stone. Pirjo giving away 5 inches in height and 3 stone in weight. This could be a mismatch. Look at that gaze.
Jazz has never actually done this before, has she? It's the first time she's picked up a hammerhead.
It won't be the last based on that performance.
I made that 5.5 seconds.
She twirled it like a baton. Jazz is tough enough, but put a hammerhead in her arms, and she's positively lethal.
Yep, a face full of hammerhead. Pirjo, good night, Vienna.
So, second up on the suspension bridge is Great Britain's Jean. Over to our international referees.
Jean's one of our smallest contenders at 5'2". She's also giving away 3 stone in the weight department.
Great Britain, ready!
And as we mentioned, also our oldest contender at 37.
I'm 37.
But you've never had to face Jazz in this situation before. She looks hungry again.
She's certainly tasted success so far.
Wow! 1 squat, 2 squats, it's all over. What a way to spend your wedding anniversary.
Oh, I don't know, Mike. Kind of reminds me of my first marriage. And I enjoyed it.
I bet you did.
Jean. You've seen it, you've done it before. She's a tough girl.
Very tough, big and strong.
I think that was 1 hit, actually.
It were, 1 were enough.
Were you anticipating that? I mean, what was going through your mind? What tactics did you have?
I would have been trying to run past her, actually.
Because a lot of people forget the idea of the game is to get to the other side of the platform, not actually have a battle with the gladiators.
Yeah, that's right. If you can get past and get to this side, it's 10 points, but never mind.
Would have been a lot easier, wouldn't it? Never mind. Let's hear it for Jean! Jazz, the beautiful Jazz. Now, dare I say it, you haven't actually played this game before, have you?
No, I haven't, and I was concerned about my income on it, too.
Well, I'll tell you what, you are awesome. The way you raced across that bridge, one strike, that's got to be a record, isn't it?
I'm not sure. You know, I had some pretty good pointers from Evening Shade back there, so...
Oh, I can well believe that. I can believe that. Let's hear it for Jazz!
After 5 events in the women's competition, Pirjo Laittila from Finland 2, Jean Klenk from Great Britain 14.
On to the men's event. And on his platform, waiting to cross the bridge from Russia, is Andre! And he's going to be facing the explosive Dynamite! Over to our international referee.
Dynamite, also from Russia, 5'10" tall, and looking at the size of that chest, we believe he's 5'10" across.
I think you're right, John.
Compact man.
Andre actually 4 inches taller than his Russian compatriot. Dynamite, as they call him.
Looks pretty meaty to me, Mike. Looks like it's going to be the showdown at the Moscow Corral. Look at them go.
Dynamite using that hammerhead for leverage. He pushes Andre's head back and then uses the hammer to knock him off. No favoritism there.
In the replay, we can see Dynamite shoves Andre back with one end of the hammerhead and brings the other end round for the knockout blow.
Second up to face Dynamite, all the way from the USA, is the 2 Scoops. Over to John Anderson.
Scoops giving away 6 stones in weight to Dynamite, and we asked Wesley, whose hobby is jumping over stationary motor cars, what special attributes a potential champion requires.
Well, all I can say is it's just a matter of, you know, whoever comes prepared and focused, the chances of that person prevailing is based upon that individual. You have to be ready, have to have your mind set on what your goals are, prioritize them, and then be effective.
America, ready!
You know, Mike, looking at Wesley jumping over those cars, with Dynamite being 5'7", I think I might just jump over him.
Possible strategy. Stage is set. The American Eagle versus the Russian Bear.
Here comes the Eagle. Oh, the Bear has landed.
Wesley taking the fight to the big Russian.
Well, he's not intimidated. Oh, look at that. Just as I said, he jumps over him, just like he did with a car. Fabulous. Gets to the other side, and look at that. Breakdance is the victory.
Dynamite can't believe it.
Now, that's the kind of thing Wolf does, you know. Must introduce those guys.
2 Scoops. That was amazing. You knocked him flat. Just run us through that, can you? Slowly, if you can.
Well, it's like this. I know that guy weighs about 20 stone, so I had to pump it up to 25 stone in order to knock him off. 2 Scoops, baby!
10 points on to the next round. Yes.
After 5 events in the men's competition, Andrei Akolov of Russia, 16. Wesley 2 Scoops Berry of the USA, 22.
Well, that's all 5 events completed. Don't go away. Join us after the break for the Eliminator here on the International Gladiators!
Welcome back to National Indoor Arena in Birmingham, England, and we are about to decide which of our contenders moves on to the semifinals in the Eliminator. We're going to start things off with the women, and at the moment, Great Britain's Jean Klenk has a 12-point lead on Pirjo Laittila of Finland. That will give Jean, the 1993 British champion, a 6-second head start. And right now, John Fashanu is with both women at the start line. John?
Thank you. Well, Jean, 6 seconds Which would you prefer? Would you prefer to lead, or would you really prefer to chase?
Well, I'm used to chasing, so that's probably what I'd prefer, but for once I'm in the lead, so I'm just going to go for it.
Well, I'll be very brief because I know you're nervous and you want to get on with it. Piero from Finland, when you've been on Gladiators before, have you been leading number 1, or have you always been chasing number 2?
I have been number 1.
Wow. Number 2 today. Do you think you can make up those 6 seconds?
I have to do it.
That's the spirit we like here on International Gladiators. Let's hear it for Piero and Jean!
Piero, one determined young lady.
She's going to have to be, Mike.
Great Britain, you will go on my whistle. Finland, you will go on Larry's whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Again, Jean getting the 6-second head start. Over the high hurdle, under the low hurdle, and over the final high hurdle. Here comes Piero.
You take the high hurdles, I'll take the low hurdles. This is for a place in the semi-final.
Jean Plank working hard to get up that rope.
And she's been over this course a few times.
Now across the hand ladder, and it appears that Piero has cut into that 6-second head start.
And Jean's got the measure of those rolling beams safely onto the cargo net. This will take some effort.
The cargo net unsteady, not that stable. Contenders have to be very careful here.
And Jean, our lorry driver, seems to be slowing down a gear. But she's first to the top, and she'll be first down the zip line.
She certainly has a keen sense where Piero is. Here comes Jean. A nice one-point landing.
Here comes Piero.
This could be a great finish. Jean now negotiating the balance beam.
And Piero breathing down her collar. Jean's got to do this in one shot.
The Travelator.
She's slowing down. The lorry driver's going into reverse. Here comes Piero. She's going to steal it, Mike.
She has made it to the top. Now she crashes through the final barrier. What a come-from-behind victory for Pirjo Laitila of Finland. She's moving on to the semifinals. Wow.
As they say on Gladiators, it ain't over till the fat bloke sings.
Jean Plank cannot believe it. She had victory within her grasp and lost it. Nevertheless, this great crowd here at the National Indoor Arena will cheer her home.
How many 37-year-old women can say that they've accomplished what Jean Plank has here tonight? She may be second, but in the eyes of her family, she's still number 1.
Congratulations, Piero.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I guess 6 seconds is not very much in this eliminator. And I thought I have to take it very careful. I took, and this is the end. I was win.
You certainly did. What a winner. Congratulations! A winner on the International Gladiators! Olga!
Jean, I know this has to be a bittersweet moment for you. You proved to everybody here and everybody watching on television that there's no shame in your game. You can do anything you want to accomplish when you set your mind to it.
Yeah, but I didn't accomplish what I wanted to do. But Piero was absolutely brilliant. Good luck, I hope she goes through to win.
Did you sense that it was getting away from you on the Travelator?
I don't know what went wrong there, really. Tried to compose myself at the bottom. I could sense that she was near me. I've got no excuse if she's a good champion. I've trained hard, I've worked hard, I can't work any harder, and it just didn't happen on the day.
Well, Jean Plank, you've been a great champion as well. Congratulations. Jean Plank, 37 years young.
Well, before the men's eliminator, we're going to take a timeout.
To Nitro, contenders are contenders. It doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter how tall you are, doesn't matter how big you are. It's head-to-head battle, and the outcome is the outcome.
Every time I face a new contender, everyone to me is new. And the ones over here, they're just as tough, they're just as hungry, and it doesn't really matter what country you come from. As long as you have it in your heart that you want to win and you have that drive, it's there. An athlete's an athlete no matter where you come from.
All these guys we have been facing here, they're very good people, you know. If they lose, they lose fairly, you know.
In order to be a contender in the arena of the gladiators, international gladiators, any gladiator arena, you have to have a heart, and I think they all have hearts.
Welcome back, and the stage is set for the men's eliminators. And one of these two men, Andrei Akulov or Wesley Berry from the United States, will move on to our semifinals. At the moment, Wes Berry has a 6-point lead, good for a 3-second head start. Scoops, you have been in this position before, ahead, but you know that anything can happen in this event.
I believe this, that every man must search within himself to do what he has to do. 3 seconds in this event really means nothing, but I'm here to go all the way. I wish my competitor the best.
Andre, you have been a very good contender. Have you had a good time here? Very good time. Can you make up, Darnia, can you make up the 3-second deficit? Absolutely. Go for it. Best of luck to both of you. Wesley Berry and Andrei Akulov.
And for those viewers at home who don't speak Russian, let me tell you, da means yes.
America, you will go on my whistle. Russia, you will go on John's whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Wesley Berry used to jumping cars and dynamite, so these hurdles shouldn't be any obstacle to him.
Wes now up the rope. Andre will try to catch him. And look at him on the handbike. He looks like Lennox Lewis with the speed bag.
His arms moving as fast on that handbike as his feet did in Powerball.
Andre in a desperate attempt to come from behind. Wes faltering a bit on the cargo net.
Looking like a spider lost in a web.
This could be the opportunity that Andre needs. Now down the zip line.
2 scoops, ready for the balance beam. And still Andre making a meal of that net.
2 scoops now headed for home. He smokes that travelator. He'll win this one easily. Wesley Berry of the USA moving on to the semifinals. How sweet it is!
Great footwork there from Andre as he comes across the balance beam. And look at the footwork of Wesley. Where does he get that energy from? This is the first time that Russia have been on Gladiators, and Andrei Akulov has done so well. They certainly are going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future.
Come on over here a second. Because I know that you have nothing but respect for this man.
I have much respect for Andre. Like I say to the world, never cut a man short because he comes from another country and cannot adapt. Every man can adapt within his own heart. And if everybody in the arena give other countries the same respect as I give Andre from Russia, we can all love one another and get along.
You had a good time?
Yeah, fine.
2 scoops is a good contender, huh?
Very good competitors. I respect them. Americans are smashing guys.
Not just a good contender, but a great friend. Wesley Berry, Andrei Akulov.
Great competition. We may have lost our British contender this evening, but with Eunice Huttard, Phil Norman and Paul Field still to come, we shouldn't give up hope yet. Look at Scoops. Let's hope he runs out of steam before the next round.
So that's the story from Birmingham. Once again, Wesley Berry from the USA and Pirro Laittila from Finland advanced to the semifinals. For John Fashanu, I'm Mike Adamley. Thanks for joining us, and see you again on International Gladiators.
For safety reasons, do not attempt to recreate any of the events you have seen on Gladiators.
They came from the four corners of the earth. Mightiest gladiators from Great Britain, Finland, America, and Russia. Together for the first time in history, united to accept the challenge of the international champion contenders in a battle that would decide who is the best in the world.
Welcome to the National Indoor Arena in Birmingham, England. Along with English football great John Fashanu, I'm Mike Adamley. Glad you could join us for this very special international competition.
So let's meet our four contenders tonight who are going to battle it out. They are...
From Russia, Lena Gerasimova.
And from the USA, Kim Tyler! Come on, girl!
Lena, welcome. Where do you come from? Your hometown?
I'm from Moscow, Russia.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a student from medicine school.
Medical student. And how do you expect to do against the gladiators this evening?
I'm very expanded. I hope to win.
Great attitude to have. Lena Gerasimova, best of luck to you.
Well, Kim, that was a very impressive opening. Are you a gymnast?
I have a little bit of gymnast background. From when I was younger, I used to do gymnastics way long time ago.
So tell us, what do you do for a living?
I'm an aerospace physiologist with the United States Air Force.
Whoa, ahoy! That sounds pretty complicated. Can you break that down a little bit slowly? What is that?
Well, basically what we do is I work with reconnaissance airplanes. They fly above altitudes of 63. And I work with astronaut suits. So our pilots need the suits that I work with in order to keep them alive. If not, they'll explode.
Wow, that's pretty complicated even in simple terms. So how do you think you're going to do tonight?
Well, I'm going to try and do my best. I'm going to try and go out here and do 110% on each game that I compete in. So hopefully that'll be enough, but if not, then I'll have to give 500%.
Anybody here with you? Bring any supporters?
I sure did. My mother's over there, and of course all my American contenders that are also going to be competing in the games.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
And a special little stuffed animal that I call Frank Jr., and Frank Sr. is my boyfriend back home, so Frank Jr.'s over there. It's a little bunny rabbit. That's like my good luck bunny.
Good. Kim, get yourself ready. Kim from the USA.
From Finland, Jarmo Josisto.
And from Great Britain, Phil Norman.
Jarmo, welcome. Where do you come from in Finland, your hometown?
My hometown is Lohja.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm marketing manager in a company named Sileka, and we sell heating cables and ceiling heating systems. You know, in Finland we have really cold winter time.
No kidding. But I understand your real passion in life is basketball. You're a shooting guard, an assist maker?
Yeah, that's my, you know, in games I must shoot 3 points, and also defense is one special to me.
Well, I know one of your fantasies is to one day play with Michael Jordan. Tonight, I hope you get to realize another fantasy, and that is to go up against the international gladiators. It should be something special. Good luck.
Thank you.
Jarmo Josisto from Finland.
Well, Phil, tell us about yourself. What do you do for a living?
I'm teaching martial arts in Poole, Dorset. I'm one of the few authorised instructors in Jeet Kune Do and Kali.
And what do you do in your spare time? Anything else?
I've been involved in making a ladies' self-defense video, an instructional video, and that should be out now, right now.
So all you ladies out there should be very helpful for you. How do you think you're going to do tonight?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to Pyramid, but the rest of it should be fun.
Well, Phil, we'll see how you get in. Off you go. Get yourself ready. Phil Norman from Great Britain!
Having said all that, let the games begin. We are ready for our first event. The women will go at it in the gauntlet. Ready for the run of her life, Russia's Lena Gerasimova. Inside our gauntlet, our quintet of gladiators. They are Jazz, Falcon, Ice Ice Baby, Flash, and Zodiac. Over to our international referee, John Anderson.
Lena, our Moscow student, 5 foot 5 inches, 8 stone 7 pounds, a little underweight for this particular event.
Indeed, when she has to go against the likes of our 5 gladiators inside the gauntlet.
2, 1. First up, here's Jazz, and a big shot straight away with that ramrod.
Ramrod from hell.
She's through, though, and the blocking pads of Falcon holding her up nicely.
If she can get through this gauntlet in less than 30 seconds, she's got 5 points.
Straight past Ice, though, but Ice is back on her feet again and doing a great job. There's Flash.
She's running out of time, however. 4 seconds, now 3, 2, 1, and that is it.
Great job by the girls because Zodiac didn't even have to get her gloves out.
What's it like to be a human pinball? Well, Lena Gerasimova just found out. She got bounced around big time. The gladiators went tilt.
Well, Lena, I'm sure you've been in many, many events, but that's got to be the hardest event you've ever been asked to run.
Они были очень
They were
сильные.
very strong.
Я понимаю, почему они
Now I
гладиаторы.
understand why they're
Это было не
gladiators.
просто пройти,
It
но я
wasn't easy to get
старалась.
through, but I tried.
Well, let's hear it for Lena from Russia.
Up next for our contenders from the United States, Kimberly Tyler. Over to referee John Anderson.
Kimberly, 5 foot 6 inches, 10 stone and 5 pounds. An aerospace physiologist from California. She'll need to go like a rocket today.
She certainly has that potential. She was a great track and field athlete at Ohio State University. Our American champion in 1993. Look at her go, John.
Straight through Jazz and Falcon into Ice. Tremendous speed. She beats the Flash.
And Flash literally throwing Kimberly to the ground. Gladiators not allowed to lean on the contenders using their body weight.
And indeed, Mike, the referees asked her to carry on straight through, and she does, past the Zodiac.
Gets through in 21 seconds. Give Kimberly Tyler 5 points.
Congratulations, Kim. That was a tough one. You played it back home. You knew what to expect.
Yes, very much so. It was tough, but it was doable.
But that first little bit of shimmy, how he got you past Jazz, that really was a work of art.
Well, actually, 2 scoops helped me with those. So I thank him for that. I'm happy.
Well done. 5 points!
She said she was assisted by Wesley 2 Scoops Berry, and there's the man himself. If you saw last week, you know he's in the semi-finals.
After one event in the women's competition, Lena Gerasimova of Russia, 0. Kim Tyler of the USA, 5. To the men's gauntlet we go. First up for the contenders from Finland, Jarmo Josisto. And where's the beef, you ask? Why, you need look no further than inside the gauntlet. There's Dynamite, Terminator, the Mighty Warrior, Spartak, and the explosive Nitro. Over to our international referee, John Anderson.
At 5 foot 9 and 11 stone, one of those guys will be twice the size of him, so 5 is going to spell trouble.
Well, that's one of the reasons Jarmo came here, to test himself.
I love this character, Dynamite. He's just so wide. How do you get past him?
1. Let's see if Jarmo has the answer.
Good job, Terminator.
He's by 2 gladiators now.
Oh, look at him.
Trying to tackle Warrior. I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Short work of Spartek. He meets Nitro now.
Under 10 seconds.
Nitro determined not to let him through. This can't be on. This. Surely.
Gladiators again are not allowed to lean on the contenders. They have to use the apparatus. And I think our referees spotted that. Nitro leaning on Jarmo. Jarmo will get 5 points.
You got through in the end. Tell me, what goes through your mind when you're getting ready to start the event?
I think I must go on. I'm so small guy and these guys are so big, but I think I'm so fast they can't get me. But I'm now really happy because I get 5 points.
28 seconds, 5 points. Well done, Jarmo. Let's hear the Jarmo from Finland.
Nitro, a stubborn hombre there, loses his ramrod and still won't let him through. Jarmo rewards him with a leg in the face. Ow!
Now it's Phil Norman's chance to see what he can do against our Gladiators 5. Over to referee John Anderson.
6 foot 1 inch, 12 stone, martial arts expert, and of course 1993 British champion, looking for a Norman conquest here.
Substantial number of Phil Norman fans on hand. Norman hoping to use some of that martial arts experience here in the gauntlet.
Oh, dynamite has been defused there. Oh, look at that.
Terminator has been terminated. Warrior nearly knocks Norman out of the gauntlet.
And Spartek's in the wrong box there, a little previous there, and Phil Norman loses his helmet, but he makes the time.
Under 20 seconds, he gets 10 points.
Phil, congratulations. That was incredible. That was 15-5, 10 points. Phil, I don't think I've seen anybody so psyched up. How do you do it? Is it martial arts?
Yeah, that's what's helping me. Obviously, the game of Gauntlet is going to be very physical. And last week, got battered by women all last week. So I'm just ready to come in and get done again. So.
Magnificent performance. Let's hear it for Phil Norman from Great Britain.
After one event in the men's competition, Jarmo Josisto of Finland 5. Phil Norman of Great Britain 10.
Event 2, pursuits. Kim from the USA and Lena from Russia, and they're going to be chased by Zodiac and Jazz. Over to John Anderson.
Russia and America, you will go on my first whistle. Gladiators, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Zodiac will follow Kim, and Jazz is on Lena's case.
The two contenders, according to the rules, given a 3-second head start. They are both negotiating the snake beam.
A few corners cut there, I think, Mike. Wire bridge.
Kim looking strong, looking solid. Now across the hand ladder. Zodiac trying to close in on Kim Tyler, getting mighty close, I might add. For a moment, anyway.
Kim already on the low wall.
Lena going through the web trap now, goes over the low wall.
Oh, stumbles.
Here comes Jazz. Look out, Lena. Down she goes. She'll have to face the music now.
And that leaves Kim with a clear run for the finish. And a little flick-flack there. She does it in style.
10 more points for the USA's Kim Tyler.
Claudette, Kimberly's mother, looking relieved as her daughter stretches her lead in the women's competition.
After 2 events in the women's competition, Lena Gerasimova of Russia 0, Kim Tyler of the USA 15.
On to the men's event. Phil from Great Britain and Jarmo from Finland will be chased by Nitro and Wolf. Over to our international referee, John Anderson.
Finland and Great Britain, you will go on my first whistle. Gladiators, you will go on my second whistle.
seconds to get a head start of Nitro on Phil, and Wolf is after Yarmo.
Wolf and Nitro, a pair of larcenous gladiators. Yarmo and Phil looking mighty strong. They're on the wire bridge right now.
I'm glad you said that, Mike.
Now the hand ladder. They're almost side by side. Phil with the slight lead.
Little bump there as he approaches the quicksand.
Phil the first over the low wall.
Oh, Yarmo's gone down. He's fallen in the quicksand.
And here comes Wolf.
He'll make the most out of that. I don't know if you met Wolf, the oldest of our gladiators.
Still got some bite, huh?
Well, a little long in the tooth, actually.
Phil Norman picks up 10 points.
Well, John, could you please tell us what's happened?
Yes, the rules of this game are clear. Both the contenders and the gladiators must conform to the correct circuit of the course. It will come as no surprise that one of the gladiators failed to complete the proper course, took shortcuts, and as a result gained an unfair advantage. The thin gains 5 points, and the wolf is disqualified.
Well, Jamal, how do you feel about that? The Wolfman has been disqualified. You've been awarded 5 points.
I think that's okay. He's a little bit maniac guy and maybe too old guy for this kind of games.
Okay, let's hear it for Jamo from Finland. 5 points. Phil, you must be very pleased with yourself. Fantastic performance.
I'm just taking one game at a time and just keeping it like that. One game at a time and work my way through.
Well done, Phil. 10 points. Let's hear it for Phil Norman from Great Britain.
Why was I disqualified? What's the problem?
John is on his way.
Well, as you well know, you ran when others went on the beam. They went the full course, you didn't. And then you took shortcuts, you didn't stay on the rope wire. In fact, you hardly did any of the course.
Oh, good sportsmanship from the Wolf. Hats off to the referee. Look at this. Wolf didn't even put 1 foot right. Well, Wolf's disqualified. Yarmo gets 5 points. Good decision from the ref.
After 2 events in the men's competition, Jarmo Josisto of Finland 10, Phil Norman of Great Britain 20.
Well, that's the end of part 1. But don't go away, because we'll be back very shortly when you can see some more exciting action here on the International Gladiators!
Welcome back to the National Indoor Arena in Birmingham, England. We are set now for event number 3. Don't stop till you get to the top. Our King of the Hill gang. It's the pyramid. The women will start things off, and our 2 contenders are poised at the base of the pyramid. Let's meet them right now. First, from Russia, in the pink uniform, Lena Gerasimova. Her opponent from the United States, Kimberly Tyler. Their mission, make it to the top of this 32-foot-high pyramid, where waiting for them are Falcon and Jazz. Over to our international referee, Larry Thompson.
Russia and America, are you ready? Gladiators, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Contenders have 60 seconds to make it to the top of this pyramid.
This is a fabulous event, and I do enjoy it, particularly when they take a tumble. There's Jazz on Lena. And Jazz takes Lena down the Russian steps.
She'll have to start all over again. Meanwhile, Falcon has swooped in on Kim Tyler, has her locked up.
Nice little jazz steps from Jazz. Did you notice that?
That's right. Duly noted. We're under 30 seconds, and down goes Lena again.
And she must be pulling her leg. This is so easy for Jazz. I don't think anyone's going to get to the top today. Looks like they've run out of steam there.
10 seconds remain. Lena to the bottom another time.
It's a bit like snakes and ladders, really. That was the big one. Look at the size of these steps. The girl's absolutely exhausted, Mike.
Each step nearly 2 feet high.
Just like jumping 4 domestic steps at home. I think when Lena goes to bed tonight, she'll be having nightmares, and each nightmare will have jazz in it.
After 3 events in the women's competition, Lena Gerasimova of Russia, 0. Kim Tyler of the United States, 15. Our male contenders are ready for the climb of their life in the red uniform from Finland, Jarmo Joosisto. And he'll be going against, in the blue uniform, Phil Norman. And high atop the pyramid, waiting for our 2 contenders, our international gladiators, the Wolfman and Terminator. Over to our international referee, Larry Thompson.
Finland and Great Britain, are you ready? Gladiators, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Well, so far, Phil's on maximum points after 2 events. Oh, Terminator took a terrible dive there, and it's 3 for 3 for Phil. Look at those fireworks.
Phil caught Terminator standing still. Now the Wolfman has Jarmo all alone on this pyramid.
And Jarmo's the man who said he was a maniac and too old for the job, if I recall, Mike.
I wonder if Wolf heard those comments.
I think he did. Who's pulling who down here? Now, Wolf normally lies down on the job. He's looking for a place to perch.
Well, he's perched himself right on Jarmo's back. Down he goes, back to the bottom.
Jarmo's helmet falling off there.
15 seconds remain.
And the Wolfman making him eat his words. He's run out of ideas here, Mike.
And just about ready to run out of time.
And there he is, the Wolf is lying down the job. What did I tell you? Chic of old Nick.
So far, the day has belonged to Phil Norman. 3 events, a perfect 30 points.
And look at this. The Wolfman steams in on Jarmo just to make him eat his words, because at 42, it's all about age being a state of mind.
Jarmo Joosisto, this was your first attempt at this type of event because you don't have it in Finland. How tough was it for you?
It was too tough, and I was a little bit sad because I get that Mr. Wolf, he's so tough guy. Okay, I do my best, but I didn't be enough good.
In this particular case, it wasn't good enough, but your effort was. Phil, you didn't have this event when you won the British Championship in 1993. You put a move on Terminator there that nobody saw. How did you do it? Describe it to us.
Yeah, I just went up. I was looking at the steps, and then I had this feeling that he was really close. I just looked up and I saw him jump, so I went left. That's it.
I get the feeling that you are extremely focused for this, not just the pyramid, but this whole competition.
I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be. It's using my martial arts training. It helps you to stay focused to the job at hand.
Paid off here for 10 points. Congratulations, Phil Norman of Great Britain. After 3 events in the men's competition, Jarmo Joosisto of Finland, 10. Phil Norman of Great Britain, 30.
Event number 4, Powerball. Lena will be using the red balls, and Kim from the USA, the blue balls. And guarding those 5 baskets is Ice, Flash, and Falcon!
Ice from American gladiators, Flash from Finland, and Falcon, of course, British.
Over to our international referee, Larry Thompson.
Russia, are you ready? America, are you ready?
We're certainly ready for this.
Gladiators, are you ready?
The nervous moments before the whistle blows. Powerball, perhaps our most physical event.
Let's play ball. Lena needs the points. Good tackle there.
Again, the key for the Gladiators, teamwork. They have to work in concert with one another. Kim Tyler scores, so does Lena. She's finally on the scoreboard.
And follows it up with another 2 points there.
That time getting by Flash.
And look at Kim, sells a dummy, pass 2, pass 3, pops it in, it's all too easy.
30 seconds remain now. Who will break the deadlock? Kim Tyler looking for room to run. Falcon won't give it to her. She tries the jump shot. That didn't work.
I think you'd try anything out here, Mike. One of the hardest events. Kim goes for the sprint, 2 points. Yes!
Tried to lull the Gladiator, in that case Flash, to sleep and did.
The pace is slowed down. It's like a walk in the park out there. Oh, she cut away. 2 points. She bisects them.
I can't believe the Gladiators fell for it twice.
Yes.
Kimberly wins at 8-4.
Lena puts her first points on the scoreboard, and look at these Gladiators. When you snooze, you lose.
Well, congratulations, Lena and Kim. Lena, how tough was that?
In the beginning it was easy. Then the Gladiators improved. It was harder to trick them.
Well, congratulations. You got yourself 4 points. Lena from Russia. Kim, how did you find that? Was it as tough as it looked?
Oh, very much so. It's one of those logic thinking games. You have to actually be thinking about the moves and maneuvers you want to do before you do them. If not, you're dead.
Well, well done. You got yourself 8 points. Kim from the USA.
After 4 events in the women's competition, Lena Gerasimova of Russia 4, Kim Tyler of the USA 23.
On to the men's event. Jalmo from Finland will be using the red balls, and Phil from Great Britain the blue. And guarding those 5 baskets is Hawk, Dynamite, and the mighty Warrior!
Hawk from USA, Dynamite from Russia, and Warrior, our very own British Bulldog.
Over to Larry Thompson.
Finland, are you ready? Great Britain, are you ready? Gladiators, ready?
Here we go, here we go.
Phil with 30 points has been perfect so far through 3 events.
As you say, Phil focused. Oh, he's dropped the ball straight away.
That time getting the big double team.
Yeah, Dynamite on top of you. That must be fun.
Yarmo did score, however.
Nice move there. Shimmy and 2 points.
Phil is focused.
Dynamite again, but he gets 2 in.
Yarmo uses his quickness to score past Warrior. Another power move. I can't believe that Phil Norman, giving away about 4 stone, still got by Dynamite, the big Russian.
Yeah, it certainly dampened his fuse.
Phil getting double teamed again, that time by Hawk and Dynamite.
Oh,
look at that!
What is Warrior doing? Tackling him in the no-tackle zone. That'll be off my Christmas card list.
We're under 10 seconds.
And he does it again. Well, we're going to have a word with the referee about this.
Well, that's it. Time expires. Tough go-round for Yarmo. Phil wins at 6-4. Yarmo victimized by some illegal tackling on the part of Warrior.
Hawk says he loves that game, but by the time he actually got to flying over the nest, you could say he was a bit late.
Well, Larry, before we start, I think you've got an announcement to make.
Yes, John, I do. Warrior, in that last game, was very unsportsmanlike for tackling his opponent while he was in the safe zone out of bounds. And while I cannot award any points for that, I am going to disqualify Warrior from the next Powerball game. He will not play for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Thank you, Larry. Warrior has been disqualified for dangerous tackling. What do you think about that, Jamo?
I think maybe he must go back to school because he don't understand the rules. That red and white area is not area where he can block me. But okay, that's the game.
You're having a hard time this evening. Before with the Wolfman and now with Warrior. What do you think?
Okay, I hope I win the feel that last game, and let's see what happens.
Well, Jarmo, you got yourself 4 points. Phil, were you happy? Was it a fair game in your opinion?
Yeah, for the hits that I got, yeah, it's fair enough. No one really took my head off, although they did make a meal of my body.
So they're hard, but they're fair.
Yeah, they were hitting me hard. As far as I can't say what happened to Jarmo. I don't know. It's just a shame that it does happen when the game's going like that, because it was a hard game.
Well, you got yourself 6 points.
Contenders know when they play Powerball that hitting goes with the territory. However, in your case, Warrior, the officials are saying that you hit a little illegally, at least in some cases when the contender was out of bounds. But you look bewildered, like you don't understand that that could have possibly have happened. Your thoughts on that match?
As far as I'm concerned, as soon as anybody puts the little toe onto that white matting, they're mine, okay? Yeah. Now, for me, this doesn't cut, because if these guys want to come and play, I play the game hard. And they're playing for a lot of money, you mustn't forget that, okay? I've not hurt anybody or hit anybody illegally here today. I've hit them hard, okay? That's the way I play it.
You seem to have some thoughts about your teammate, Hart.
I'll tell you what, Mike. This event is not for the foolhardy or the fainted heart. And I tell you what, when we get out there, just like Warrior said, it's us three. Look at his nose. Does that look easy? No, it ain't easy. Look at his face. Well, that happened beforehand. But I tell you what, when we get out here, we play, we hit, we stick. If he's got his foot here, we're going to hit him anyway. All right? Come on.
After 4 events in the men's competition, Jarmo Josisto of Finland, 14. Phil Norman of Great Britain, 36. Event number 5, one-on-one. Contender versus Gladiator, the duel. First up for our women is Lena Gerasimova of Russia. And the Gladiator she has to face off against in this 30-second confrontation is Flash.
Flash from Finland, 5 foot 6 inches tall.
Over to our international referee, John Anderson.
Weighing in at 11 stone.
And one is tempted to feel sorry for little Lena, but don't let that pretty face fool you. She's mighty tough.
She'll give it some.
Right now, she has struck the defensive posture as it's been all Flash so far. I counted at least 5 unanswered shots to the helmet.
Well, Lena's going to have to start getting offensive, otherwise she could be disqualified for not making any attacks.
In her defense, John, I mean, she's giving away 3-4 stone in body weight. I wouldn't want to stand up there against Flash or any other female gladiator for that matter.
Bravery beyond the call of duty. Reminds me of Tommy Steele's musical Half a Sixpence. Flash, bang, wallop, and it's all over. All the heavy artillery coming from Flash.
Well done, Lena. How did it feel being hit like that? You took a lot of punishment up there.
It was very hard for me. I wanted to stay up there because this game was very important to me. I wanted to stay up there, and I did it.
Well, well done. You stayed on, and you got yourself 5 valuable points.
Our chance now for the American contender to pad her lead. On the platform for the contenders is Kim Tyler. And she also draws the Finnish gladiator, Flash. To referee, John Anderson. Referees were quite generous with Lena Gerasimova.
I should say so.
Let's see if they look at Kim's performance with a more critical eye.
And Flash already showing plenty of bash.
Kim trying to mount something of a counterattack, but not the fury we're accustomed to seeing in the duel.
I think Flash is a bit spent out from the last duel that she had with Lena.
Kim Tyler content just to survive. We're down to 5 seconds. She's got the draw in 5 points.
Yes, another solid performance from Kimberly.
And after 5 events in the women's competition, Lena Gerasimova, a Russian 9, Kim Tyler of the USA, 28. The men are set for hand-to-hand combat, the duel. First up, representing Finland, Jarmo Josisto. for this duel, he draws American Gladiator Hawk. Over to our international referee, John Anderson.
Hawk stands 6'4" and weighs over 18 stones.
And poor Jarmo, he has been bent, spindled, mutilated, folded by the Gladiators today. And that time is on the receiving end of a jump-the-gun shot by Hawk.
Although Hawk wants to make friends. I wonder what he's saying in Finnish.
And final warning.
Well, Jarmo grimaced and Hawk took a wild swing.
What's he saying?
Play the whistle.
Okay, he's got it down now. And Hawk, I know you can count to 3 now. See if you can get it right this time.
3, 2.
May confuse him. He's doing it backwards. Here they go. Oh, the flying fin.
And Hawk's going to take credit for that.
He'll take all he can get.
Well, Jamo, you're really having a tough time with Powerball, but I can't see too much wrong with that one.
Yeah, but okay, that's the game in here, Naga.
Well, unfortunately, Jamo, no points, and they get tougher. Let's hear it for Jamo from Finland!
And the crowd here at National Indoor Arena, wild in their anticipation for the next contender. There he is from Great Britain, Phil Norman. Over to our referee, John Anderson.
Phil with that martial arts background, he's no stranger to hand-to-hand combat.
And that grimace. This is duel, not a face-pulling competition.
Uh-oh, Hawk off balance. Down goes Phil. By rule, the Gladiator not allowed to cross over to the contender's platform. That results in automatic disqualification. What happened?
To me, Mike, it looked like Hawk lost control of his body weight. Let's check it out. Goes for the lunge. And look at that. Tries to regain his composure. Knocks Phil over in the process.
Here's the ruling.
Well, John, can you tell us exactly what your verdict was on that?
The rules require that you remain on your own platform, and in this case, that did not happen. The result of the contest is a win to the contender.
And no one more happy than Phil's mom.
Once again, Phil, this is your night. Tell us, Phil, what was Hawk actually saying to you while you were up there?
He was growling at me, actually. He was growling.
Did you think you would knock him off? I mean, you fought against some big, tough guys up there. How does he rank amongst them?
You know, I've been hit by the best of the British, and now I've been hit by the best of the American. It's always on the day.
Well done, Phil. You got yourself another 10 points! Phil Norman from Great Britain. Hawk, what actually happened? Did you lose your balance, or was it a blow?
Well, I tell you what, Fash, he's a good kid. He's a big upper, he's kind of thin, but he's a big, strong kid, and I was swinging at him, and I kept hitting him pretty good. He was hitting me, and I started falling forward, so I tried to bounce myself off of him, and in essence, he was a little bit too thin for me. I knocked him over. Get some bigger contenders here, Fash. Come on! Man, we feed the son of a gun! Here's the Hawk!
Anything you say, Hawk, after 5 events of the men's competition. Jarmo Josisto of Finland, 14. Phil Norman of Great Britain, 46.
So, join us after the break for the Eliminator here on the International Gladiators!
To the National Indoor Arena in Birmingham, England. And in just a few moments, 2 more of our international contenders will move on to the semifinals based on their performance in the Eliminator. Our women will start things off, and right now, Kim Tyler of the USA has a 19-point lead. That will give her a 9.5-second head start over Lena Gerasimova of Russia.
America, you leave on my whistle. Russia, you leave on John's whistle. 3, 2, 1.
9.5 seconds. It's going to seem like 9.5 weeks to Lena, who just has to stand there and watch this girl go.
Yeah, what Lena needs, John, is a minor miracle against an athlete as talented as Kim Tyler. It's happened before, but not often.
The main thing is about contenders on Gladiators, as you rightly know, is they never give up till the end.
Kim making short work of that hand ladder.
I've never seen anything like that. What a technique.
She breezes across the rolling beam, working her way up the cargo net. Lena hoping that Kim makes some kind of mistake.
And now she joins her on the cargo nets. I would say she's made up some of that lead, wouldn't you, Mike?
And Lena's fans sense that she is capable of a comeback here now.
Definitely narrowed the gap.
Down the zip line, this is the only breather our contenders get on this eliminator course.
I don't know what she's saying, but it's in Russian. I'm sure it's
Come
gonna move
on,
on.
Lena.
Yeah.
Please, Lena. You can do it, Lena.
Here she comes. Good landing.
Kim successfully negotiates the balance beam. Now the travelator. She has done it. Kim Tyler from California and the USA moving on to the semifinals.
Meanwhile, Lena from Moscow attacks. Oh, she slipped on the travelator. And the fans so disappointed. They're willing her on. John Anderson telling her to keep her head up. That's important, isn't it, Mike?
It is, John. Lead with your chin. You win. Head down. You wear a frown.
She finally conquers the awesome eliminator, Lena Gerasimova from Russia with love.
Well, Kim, congratulations. Another winner on the International Gladiators. How does it feel?
Well, it feels great. This is a big arena. Thanks for all my support. My mom, my dad couldn't be here. I know he's watching home. Hi, Dad. Love you. And I'd like to say that Elena's a very good competitor. I think in a way I had a little bit of advantage because they don't have these games in Russia. So I kind of knew what to expect a little bit. So she is a great athlete. Thank you.
Congratulations. Let's hear it for Kim, all the way from the USA.
Lena Gerasimova. She's been here all day long. She's given it her best shot. Put it in perspective for us. How did it go? Did you have a good time? What was it like?
It was very hard, but I tried to do my best to finish the course. I tripped on the travelator, but I managed to finish it. It's a beautiful game. I like it very much. I want to do it again in the future. Magnificent.
Lena, in any language, your performance was worthy of a big ovation. Let's hear it for Lena Gerasimova of Russia.
So, before the men's event, let's have a timeout.
I would like to say to all my fans that if they want to be gladiators, there are 3 things you got to remember. Eat properly, good food, train hard, and go to sleep early in the night time.
Be yourself, be an individual, and remember who you are and where you came from at all times.
Try to look at the positive things in life. Anything that you engulf yourself in, try to find the good. It's always easy to find the bad, but try to find the good in it.
The heart is bigger than the man. So if you don't have the physical capabilities, if you have a strong heart, a strong desire, compassion, discipline, you can overcome anything and be everything that you want to be. Don't be afraid to live your dreams.
The moment of truth is at hand here in the men's eliminator, and Phil Norman of Great Britain will take a 32-point lead going into the eliminator over Jarmo Josisto of Finland. That is worth a 16-second head start. Over to our international referee, John Anderson.
Great Britain, you will go on my whistle. Finland, you will go on Larry's whistle. 3, 2, 1.
You know, it's not that Jarmo Josisto has been that bad, it's been that Phil Norman has been that good. He's in the zone today. Can't do anything wrong.
Absolutely, Mike, and the question is, will he get to start before Phil gets to the end?
Here he goes. Jarmo be there. Up and over.
I didn't know you could sing, Mike.
I can't. Isn't that evident?
It certainly is. Phil Norman seems like a mile away, and look at that guy struggle on the rope. Jarmo having a tough time today.
Phil Norman has reached the zip line. Jarmo working his way across on the hand bike.
Oh, man! Look at that. I've never seen that before.
That was about a 30-foot fall. Is he okay? Yes.
He's up and running. And he's still got the composure on the balance beam. His heart must be pumping. Phil Norman pumps up the travelator. This man is tireless. He's in the semi-finals.
And there was never any real question. He was in it to win it from the very beginning. Flawless performance.
Well, the only thing I can say about Jarmo is he's made a few friends. There's Wolf, there's Hawk, there's Warrior. It's been a long day, and you can see it in this guy's face.
And once again, the crowd here in the National Indoor Arena aren't about to let this guy call it quits. And finally, the Finn is finished, but not before earning a whole lot of admirers.
Congratulations, Phil. That was incredible. I don't think we've ever seen anybody fall off a zip line, especially that height. Are you okay?
Yeah, lost my grip, just going too fast. Grabbed hold of it and then I lost it. One hand slipped and it was gone. I couldn't hold with one hand.
Well done, Phil. A lot of people have been supporting you. I think you want to thank some of them.
Yeah.
It's deafening in here, absolutely deafening.
Apart from the people of Great Britain anyway, my students have followed me up, my family, the guys in the front door. Thanks for coming up.
Now I know you want to borrow my mic, but congratulations, Phil. Another winner on the International Gladiators. Take it away.
Thank you. Last year, after winning the Gladiators, there's one more achievement that I wanted to do, and that was to propose to my girlfriend, Lynn. So, in front of everybody here and everybody watching at home, Lynn, will you marry me?
Yes. Well, Mike, I don't know what takes more courage, facing the Gladiators or proposing to a girlfriend in front of 8,000 people.
Imagine if she'd have said no. And from the ecstasy of a marriage proposal to the agony of defeat, I want you to take a look at the body of Jarmo Joosisto of Finland. People who